Hey, good evening and welcome to the Wild Cardinal Network. This is Tony Madison as we're on hand tonight as the varsity girls are getting ready to take on the UMS Wright Bulldogs. They're right now putting up the starting lineups for UMS. And the camera just went down. Hey, good evening again and welcome. This is St. Michael High School, the girls versus UMS Wright. And we're just getting the camera all set. John Treveas is with me here this evening, and we're expecting a couple more students as well. But we're just getting started here at the tip-off of the girls against UMS Wright. I'm sorry, I switched it on you there. I'm trying the other camera, which John is still trying to get completely set up. Mary Gay Stroud, Miss Callahan, Sam Kokoska, Maddie Northcutt, number 22. There's a three-pointer for UMS Wright. And I think I finished getting John set up here. John is on green. We'll let him get set up. And we're almost there with a second camera. There's John. Hey, John, how you doing?
Good. How are you, Mr. Tony?
All right, we can hear each other good?
Yes.
All right, we've got two cameras going. One of them is the actual huddle camera, they call it. It's got AI up there. It's following the action. That's your far shot. And I've got John. He's going to get some close-ups for us. And if we're lucky, we'll get some instant replays out of it. And thanks to John, I do have a UMS and a St. Michael roster in front of me. I should know the St. Michael girls pretty well, but it's always good.
I think we'll be putting to the test the validity of the Max Preps rosters that I looked at earlier.
Yep, we'll find out. So far, so good on the St. Michael's, out of bounds. It's going to be white ball. Looks like so. St. Michael bringing it out of bounds. As they're up by 1. Samantha Kokoska at over 1,500 points in her career, John.
That is extremely impressive, especially for someone who's in a single program. Not really a nationally recognized player, which, not that I know of anyways, which is insane. I saw that on Instagram the other day, and not only do we have her, but we also have Caroline Callahan, over 1,000 points.
That's right. And Caroline with a block there. They're going to call her with a foul, actually.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe the girls have got off to a hot start this year, already starting 4-0 on their campaign this year, and looking to improve to 5-0 tonight.
UMS Wright, a 5A opponent. They call it area, not region. First of the 2 shotters, no good. St. Michael up by 1. Second one, sunk by number 24, who's not on the roster.
Oh.
Yeah, it's oftentimes you pull them off UMS or off Max Prep, so you're not always positive they're great. It's Reagan Harville, number 30. We're going to go with what we have, though. It's Harper Marston with the drive in, and she missed, but she's fouled on the way in, so she's going to get a 2-shot foul. 2 from the charity stripe. Misses the first one. Six and second one, though, puts us up by 1 point.
The UMS girls looking to go fast here, maybe put a quick score on the board. Indeed, they'll try for 3.
Caroline with the rebound. Back out to Samantha. I'm going to call it traveling as Harper Marston kind of shuffled her feet in the middle of the zone there. St. Michael still with a 1-point lead. Opening quarter. 5th game of the season. We believe there's a nice drive in by number 30 for UMS Wright. That was a real nice drive by Reagan Harville. Caroline Callahan spins into the middle. She's going to get fouled on her shot. Let's see if we can set up some replay here. There we go. By number 24 again, who's not on our roster.
No, according to Max Prep earlier, I believe that UMS does actually have a few 7th and 8th graders on their team, which she may be one of them.
That could be.
There was only a couple listed earlier, and
it's going to be a tie up for the jump ball. And the arrow goes to the Bulldogs. Long three-pointer off the front, though. Caroline Callahan with the rebound. Out to Molly McDonald. He brings it across the logo and down into three-point range, but loses a handle. Another long three-pointer off the rim, and again Callahan with the rebound. And out to Maddie Northcutt, and back out to Molly McDonald. Caroline wants to drive. She's hit from behind, though, and slapped on her wrist as she's done so, and that'll be a foul. It's showing the guest in bonus, but not home. So they'll bring it from out of bounds mid-court. Cardinals look to set up offensive play here. They're in no hurry. Harper with the drive, and she basket and a foul. Could be a three-pointer.
As you can see there, just Marston using her height advantage to fight through the contact in order to get that point after. Looking to make it a three-point play. And indeed she does.
And she did sink that. I'm going to have to time my replays a little bit better than that. I'm going to have to shorten them down a little bit. Pardon me, she did make that for a three-point play. Puts the Cardinals up by 2, and a steal by in the zone from Samantha Kokoska. Just takes it all the way down and over to Harper. Harper into Callahan again. This is a point over. Oh, did it drop on you? It's the other one. We're hooked into the other battery. Is it shutting off on you?
It says this is good.
All right, let me check. Camera's on AC, this is on DC. And this is the net thing for the AC up there. For some reason that comes off, but it wasn't off. So I don't know how.
Yes, I think it's somewhere up here. Did that with that one, kicking out that one. So.
All right, John's camera's got some battery gremlins in it left over from football, I think. All right, you see your Cardinals up by 4 now. First period coming to an end. And UMS Wright is going to just play for the last shot of the quarter. I like those 3-pointers. Down to 19 seconds. Pulling it all the way outside for a 3-pointer. Looks, oh, it's good. Looked a little short, but it's good. Going to take him within 1. Shot, she's going to get a foul on the shot. She should get a 3-point play. 3-point shot here. For Sam Kokoska at the line. Cardinals up by 1. Sinks the first one. Both teams in the bonus now. Should be a 3-pointer again. Second, 3 shots from the charity stripe. It's the second one. And the UMS Wright player didn't understand it was a 3-point. Shot. One more shot.
What better way to answer back that quick 3 from UMS Wright? With just 1.3 seconds left to go in the first quarter, and indeed she does. Knocks down all 3.
Going to be quite short for the Bulldogs as the first period comes to an end, and the Cardinals up by 4. And John is exactly right about that. That was very good that they answered that 3 just to end the quarter there. It was almost a kind of a desperation shot by Sam, but she got fouled. And she sunk all 3. And as we said, the Cardinals start off the season. They are 4-0, if I remember right. Is that what you got,
yes,
John?
That is correct. The Cardinals are off to a 4-0 start here in the 2025 campaign, looking to improve 5-0 tonight against UMS Wright. And well, who better to send to the line than Sam Kokoska? And not only could she make her free throws, but she could also make a lot of threes. I've seen it firsthand. She's really something to watch out on the basketball court.
Thinking about players coming back from last year, of course, you got Maddie Northcutt playing a lot of minutes last year. So did Harper Marston, besides the 2 we've already mentioned. And then also, who was the third out there? Molly as well. Molly McNaughton, number 5. Caroline and Samantha, both seniors this year, as well as Mary Grace, Harper Marston, and Mary Grace Stroud.
Good bucket from Caroline Callahan.
Caroline with the defense at the top of the key there. Brings it down in. Real good defense by Caroline in the zone. Causes her to overshoot. Rebound by Ivy Ronan. Alexis Peterson is out there. Number 2, she drives underneath. Got away from her though. UMS Wright battling under the basket. Ivory Ronan with the defense, number 25 under the basket there. believe that's who the foul was on. Was that on Ivory? Did you see, John?
As far as I could tell, yes.
Okay. Sunk by number 32 for the Bulldogs. He had some substitutions as Alexis Peterson sat down and Mary Grace Stroud came in for her. We got number 32, Duffy Skidmore, shooting from the line right now. First shot good, second one good.
That's going to bring the Bulldogs back within a 4-point game.
Senior Caroline Callahan, number 3, brings it down the court all the way underneath and drives, shoots, hits the underbasket though. Rebounded by number 12 for the Bulldogs. The Bulldogs are attacking. Lose the handle on the ball though. And St. Michael will take over underneath the basket. Fast break opportunity lost by the Bulldogs there.
Tight defense.
Bulldogs putting a little bit of pressure on the cross court. Down underneath. Callahan from the inside puts it up, and it's going to be fouled as she goes up. Send Caroline to the free throw line once more. Off the front of the rim this time. Still a 4-point lead for your Cardinals. Second quarter. In and out. And then off the hands of Sam Kokoska. Bulldogs take over. Looking for the corner shot, couldn't get the pass away as Sam steals it. Deep into Mary Grace. Oh, Mary Grace on the under rim. Pulls it down, and it's going to be out of bounds. Gray ball. Now St. Michael ball. You got Maddie Northcutt coming in from Mary Grace Stroud. Molly McDonald, top of the key. Called push on number 23. Off of UMS, right? It's Ava Davidson with the foul. Harper Marston in and out of bounds. Losing the ball though, as Ava Davidson from UMS grabs a hold of it, but she's kind of double teamed to be a timeout. Timeout by the Bulldogs just as the play was, or the on-ground play was about to develop, so they maintain possession.
Yeah, that one looked like it could have spelled danger there for the UMS. They didn't get that timeout, and likely would have been a jump ball with how they were tangling for it.
Believe that we have the arrow coming towards St. Michael in the case of a loose ball or jump ball.
Heads up, timeout.
They started off the season beating Alberta 47-11. Then last week beat College Hill Christian Academy. They beat Spanish Fort 51-15 and Escambia County 52-33. They've been some really big-time wins so far for the Cardinals. Able to get her own rebound there. Good rebound, but tied up by Mary Grace Stroud, number 20. Or I'm sorry, Maddie Northcutt, number 22. Causing a jump ball, and the arrow, I was mistaken, goes for UMS Wright. still a 4-point game. They've gone about 3 minutes now with either team not scoring. Harper Marston driving in hard. She's going to get fouled on the drive, though. Take 2 from the charity stripe.
I'll give UMS credit. That's one thing you got to do to beat the St. Michael girls varsity basketball team is play the game at your own pace, especially with their capability to score quick on offense with Samantha and Caroline Callahan. And right now it seems like they're playing the game at their pace. Scoreboard not going their way as the Cardinals add another one, looking to make it 2.
Drive in by Ava Davidson. Misses but knocked in by number 40 for the Bulldogs. There's a nice play by number 40, Libba Meganson. She goes to the line for her 3rd point. She misses, though. Caroline with the rebound. Takes it just right down the court. Looks for an opportunity. It's not there. Looking for Sam. Back out to Maddie and then over to Harper. Maddie Northcutt from the top of the key. Back out to Caroline. Harper off her knee and over to Ava Davidson and all the way down. It's going to be a little bit behind the scoreboard, though. And I'm not sure what they called there, to be honest with you. They're going to give the ball to the Bulldogs.
Possibly a reach.
Maybe she was standing on the line when she brought that rebound down. In any case, the Bulldogs retain possession. All the way from way down 3-point lane. She's out in the parking lot with that one, but she's off the front and out of bounds. Going to retain possession, though.
How are we doing, Mr. Tony?
We're doing great. Mitchell Swanson here to join us on the Wild Cardinal Network as UMS up is by 3. It's been a 3- and 4-point game here in the second quarter. Pretty scoreless so far. Just 1 point scored by each team.
Wow.
So far in the second quarter.
Looks like Caroline Callahan will check out. Deep 3 from the corner.
They're liking them deep threes. They're not very good at them so far, but they're liking them. There's another one. But
Bang.
She makes that one.
Got it. Smart choice by Coach O right there to call a timeout, regroup.
That's Reagan Harville. As she's just off the top of the key there, sinks a 3 to tie the game up. And Ivory Ronan came in for Caroline Callahan there just before the timeout.
Anybody in foul trouble so far tonight, Mr. Tony?
Not that I can remember offhand. John, I don't think anybody that.
I think so far
no repeated fouls.
No repeated fouls. I think it's been evenly distributed.
They were in the double or in the bonus situation in the first quarter. So there has been a few, but I don't remember anybody repeatedly getting hit. Harper Marston, Molly McDonald, Sam Kokoska, Ivory Ronan, and Maddie Northcutt are your 5 on the floor at the moment.
Looks like they're playing a one-man press on Samantha right there. Smart move by them. She drains a 3. That's huge coming out of that timeout. Starting to get that momentum going. Let's see if they can keep it up on defense right here. Looking for something over there. Dribbles in the lane. Off front rim. Rebound by Maddie. And she'll kick it out to Samantha. I think they'll run this offense. And I think they'll get Maddie on a moving screen right there. Didn't quite have her feet set while she was setting the screen, so. Good call by the referees.
Now, I will say Samantha did drain that after the whistle. And
She did.
That's about 2 that she's put through the net.
That was a
there in
great
the
shot.
past minute or so. So maybe she's getting hot here.
That's one thing you can only hope for.
Just moments before you got on, I gave credit to UMS Wright. And that's I said one thing you have to do, especially to beat this Cardinals varsity girl team, is play the game at your pace. And so far, it looks like they are for the most part. The score wasn't going their way earlier, but as you can see now, they kind of drawn closer, and they've really done a good job, I think.
Yeah, it kind of feels like right now the Cardinals are playing a little bit of catch-up. I'm not sure whose ball it is right now. I think it was a push on UMS. So St. Michael will inbound it. You got Harper Martian over there on that left side of the court. Got to somebody. And a 5-second violation. Nobody open. Really good defense right there from UMS. Not allowing anything.
Well, my perception at time felt that was real quick 5 seconds.
That was a very fast 5 seconds. I do agree with you there, Mr. Tenney. That's number 34 will check out for UMS.
3 is David Davidson into the middle. UMS Wright attacking the lane.
Really good drive right there by number 30.
Reagan Harble.
Yeah, you gotta have a little bit of help defense right there, kind of just to swat the ball away a little bit, but really good drive.
It looks like UMS will start to one-on-one press Samantha, and there's another 3 for her. That one a little off target.
Good effort there by Harper Marson, trying to save that ball from going out of bounds, but can't do it, so it'll be St. Michael ball.
I believe that's UMS ball.
Or UMS ball, excuse me, sorry.
No, we are testing the credibility of the Max Preps rosters that I pulled earlier.
Number 24 is not on the roster, but we think she's an 8th grader.
That wouldn't surprise me. A lot of 7th and 8th graders looking at this roster. Young team, very young team. Good find right there in the box. Good block by, it's like Ivory Ronan, but she'll step out and it'll stay with UMS. Number 24 will inbound it right below the basket. So at number 30 looks like Reagan Harbaugh. And that'll dribble off, looks like Ivory's foot or knee, and go to bounce. It'll be UMS ball. Very tight game, 21-20. UMS is not letting anything up, and they'll get Molly McDonald on a foul, and it'll stay in the same spot.
I'm a little curious. Perhaps Caroline Callahan has more than 2 fouls, and that's why she's on the bench right now.
That would make the most sense, and Mary Grace Stroud as well. They'll give it to Ava Davidson up at the top. Deep 3, banks it in. That'll put UMS up by 2.
And that was a critical 3 there.
Yeah. If you're St. Michael, you got to get past half court here and move the ball.
Now, last time they got the 3 on UMS, we were able to answer right before the end of the first quarter.
Got to swing the ball around. Good drive by Harper Marston. And Ivy Rowan will get fouled. She'll go to the line for 2. She'll get 2 free ones from the stripe.
Now, these 2 free throws are critical as time winding down right before half. Chance to keep the game tied.
Yeah, you got to. You can't, I think if you're St. Michael, you can't allow UMS to go up by 2, as Ava Davidson will come out for Maddie Cole, the junior. But yeah, you gotta keep the game close. I mean, at least go tied at half, if not up by 1 or 2 points. But still plenty of clock left for St. Michael to move the ball around.
And it looks like the Cardinals want to press.
Very good help defense right there by Maddie Northcutt, stepping up, setting the trap with Ivory. And that'll force a turnover for UMS. Harper will pass into Molly. Oh, bounced off her head. And I think Coach will call a timeout. Or they'll call a
possibly a jump ball, maybe.
Something was called here. And they'll grant Coach Hill the timeout with 1:11 to play here in the second quarter. 23-23 all tied up. Looking a little sloppy out there on offense.
I have to say that neither teams have taken very good care of the basketball here, especially in the first half. And just looking at some of the scores I saw on Max Preps, this one might be a little bit more low scoring than one might think.
They've been averaging 50, 55 a game so far. And they're kind of on that clip. They're halfway to 50.
I think they're on pace for that, for the 50-point game.
But they have been holding their opponents to well less than 40 throughout all their games. So that'll be the key.
Yeah. You just got to take care of that ball on offense. We can't allow their defense and their pressure, especially with the press, to kind of fluster or make us lose our minds here. As they'll play a full court press again. Got to get into somebody before that 5 seconds up. Good find for Samantha right there. You just got to get it across half court. You only have so much time. And she will do that.
Now a minute left to go. Cardinals looking for a bucket.
Molly trying to find something. Almost deflected. UMS Wright playing really heavy defense. Samantha with a floater, really good shot. That puts the Cardinals up 2 with about 45 seconds left here in the second. 24 will take the ball down. Shooting is number 33, that is Lila Burns. Lila Burns will kick it out to Maddie Cole. Back to 24. Reagan Harville in the corner. Deep 3 off that side rim. And that'll be a jump ball, and that will go with the Cardinals. St. Michael will keep the possession. 28 seconds left here. Cardinals up 2. And again, UMS playing a really heavy press. The one disadvantage you really have if you're the team inbounding the ball in a press is you're down a man, and the other team is up a man. And that'll be another jump ball, and UMS will get the ball back.
Yep, speaking of advantage, they went to the double team on Samantha Kokoska and forced a jump ball.
That's one thing. That's one thing that is super huge in a press is whenever you're down a person, you can double team and do whatever to get the ball out. And UMS just did that right there and did an excellent job at it. About 15 seconds left. If I had to get to UMS, will take one more shot before the end of the quarter. And if I'm betting on it, it'll probably be a deep 3, as we see right here, off the back block. Take it to 12. And that ball will be thrown out of bounds. You got 0.8 seconds for St. Michael to do something, but I don't think we get a shot off.
And that ball was everywhere on that little possession that they had.
St. Mike heaves it. Just a little low, and that's halftime. 25-23, your Cardinals lead here at the cage. So it looks like a very low-scoring first half from what we've seen in a lot of games for St. Michael, but this is one of their tougher teams to play. Kind of looking back at their schedule, beat Alberta 47-11, Cottage Hill 54-35, Spanish Fort 51-15. Huge win, and Escambia County 52-33.
Yeah, so nobody's put up 40 on them yet.
No, not yet. So I think UMS Wright could potentially be the first team to do so.
And we've been stubbornly right at 50 points, 51, 52, 54, and 47. So that's we're right at clipping a normal game, I guess, when you could look at the first 4. And you've got our high point offense going with Samantha Kokoska and Caroline Callahan. I noticed, this is our first game that we're covering this year after they've already played 4 with a football game going so deep into the postseason. Mm-hmm. So what we're looking at is, for me, when I look out there aren't new faces. They didn't have many seniors last year, so there's not that many new faces coming out.
They didn't have any seniors last year.
That's right. So there isn't. Molly McDonald, I think, has a few more minutes in the first half than maybe I would be expecting.
Yeah.
And then also Ivory Ronan, but then we're not positive how many. Maybe we check on the fouls here at halftime, and we'll get to everybody up on that when we come back in a few minutes. But while the Cardinals are taking a break, we will too. This is a Wild Cardinal Network. You're watching Cardinal basketball on the WCN.
green. Welcome back to the cage here at St. Michael. Start of the second half. And we're in for a good one. 25-23, Cardinals lead by 2 as we get the ball to start. Molly McDonald will bring it down and swing it out to Mary Grace Stroud, who gives it back to Molly. Game of cat and mouse here. Deep 3 from Molly off front rim. Good rebound by Samantha in that corner. Gets it to Caroline. Caroline heaves it across the court. Mary Grace finds Caroline again and just off of her hands, out of bounds. Turnover and UMS ball.
Looks like they'll continue the trend of the deep ball.
Yeah, they like the deep ball, I will say. She'll kick it out to 24. UMS doing a good job swinging the ball around that three-point line. Trying to find some options. Good steal by Samantha. She's going to try and coast to the lane. Pump fakes, puts it up, gets the bucket to go. 27-23, your Cardinals are up.
Smooth moves there by Samantha in the paint off the fast break.
Davidson will swing it out to Harville. Harville to Burns, and Burns will throw that one out of bounds and turn the ball over. St. Michael ball. Looks like Mary Grace Stroud will throw it in. Huge chance to go up by a few more scores, potentially 6 or 7 points. Here in the third, find Samantha in the corner. Samantha back to Mary Grace. Mary Grace high pass to Molly. Molly's going to swing it to Caroline. She could have gone up with that one. Finds Maddie. Maddie back to Molly. Molly to Samantha. Samantha for 3. Gets it to go. 30-23. Your Cardinals lead by 7.
And that'll make 5 points in a row here for Samantha that Koska to open up the second half.
She's coming out on a heater, dare I say. Deep shot from Harville off the mark. She'll give it, Mary Grace will grab the rebound, and she'll give it to Molly. If you're this Cardinal offense, you got to get some shots up, and I know Samantha's coming out hot, but everybody's got to shoot the ball a little bit for when Samantha and Caroline go out.
And that's exactly right. If you could just start finding buckets here already with a 5-point little run going on, if you could keep building on that, it might shut the door on this game for the UMS Wright Bulldogs.
Absolutely. Take some quick, tough shots. Samantha's going to find Caroline. Good pass just out of the hands of Caroline. Mary Grace going to drive, finds Molly. Molly's going to drive, puts it up, and she'll get called for a travel on that one. Really good drive by Molly. I like the intensity there going to the lane, but just took one too many and gives the ball right back to UMS.
And you're exactly right. I like to drive a lot there. Just maybe another dribble would have done her in good.
Yeah, absolutely. And Archie and Molly will fight for the ball right there, and it'll be a jump ball, and it'll stay with UMS. And Archie is going to inbound. She'll swing it to Davidson. Davidson to Harville. Mary Grace trying to go for the steal, and they'll get called for the jump ball. And to St. Michael, really good aggressive play right there by Mary Grace, going for the ball, fighting for it, and not letting Skidmore get any of it. And Maddie Northcutt will pass the ball in. Quick little pass to Molly right there. Molly picked up her dribble a little too early, kind of left stranded there on that island, but finds Samantha. Samantha going to drive it in. He'll kick it out to Maddie. We'll give it to Mary Grace. Molly looks like she's going to reset everything. Maddie finds Mary Grace. Samantha being heavily guarded by Archie. Mary Grace going to drive into the lane. Looks like she almost stumbles there. Maddie finds Caroline. Caroline puts it up. Can't get it to go. And UMS will grab the rebound as Davidson will take the ball down the court. Davidson's going to find Archie. Archie back to Davidson. Really deep 3 just off the mark. And looks like it was off of Maddie Northcutt, and the ball will stay with UMS. As Harper Marson will check back in for Maddie Northcutt. 30-23, 4:38 here left in the third. As UMS Wright inbounds the ball. Archie trying to find somebody. Blocked by Molly. Really good steal. Samantha's going to grab the ball. She's going to try pull-up jumper from the free throw line off the mark. Rebound by Caroline. Caroline's going to slow it down a little bit. Caroline going to find Samantha. Samantha for three off the rim. Good rebound by Mary Grace. You got to go up with it. She had Davidson on the ropes right there. Could have gone back up with it, but turn around trying to find Samantha.
It looks like the Bulldogs will make a big substitution here.
Yeah, looks like Cole will come in, as well as number 40, Meganson. And Davidson and Skidmore will sit. Archie driving, kicks it out. UMS, good ball movement. Finds number 40, Meganson on the rim. Number 33, Lila Burns will get the rebound and put the ball back up for the Bulldogs. It cuts the lead to 5. And ref will blow a whistle.
I believe they just called a tech.
A tech on that. I wonder.
Not sure who they're going to get that on, but I did hear the words technical foul, unsportsmanlike conduct.
It might have been on Caroline Callahan.
Looks like she's explaining to the coaches right now, so I believe that'll be a good guess. And number 30 for UMS will go to the free throw line.
Harville makes her first charity stripe of the night.
Things might be getting chippy.
Yeah, you never know. Her second. Bounces a few times, and that'll go in. Caroline Callahan will take a seat, and it looks like Ivory Ronan will come in for her. Maddie Cole to inbound for the Bulldogs. She'll find Archie. Looks like UMS kind of main foul on Molly McDonald. Looks like UMS kind of main, I guess, player right now is number 24, Archie. Kind of doing it all on offense and defense.
Yeah, definitely looked like she's controlled the court so far in this one. And, you know, the ball's been in her hands most of the time. They've counted on her to distribute the basketball well. And meanwhile, that ball's going to be out of bounds off the three-point shot.
Yeah, another deep three for UMS. That's probably the 8th one I've seen tonight so far since I got here. And then Archie will get all up in Samantha's grill, and Samantha will draw the foul. Archie playing really aggressive defense so far tonight. Looks like that is her 3rd personal foul so far tonight. So 1 Bulldog in foul trouble so far. Mary Grace will find Harper. Samuel getting on that court quick. Harper going to put up a floater. Really good shot. Gets it to go. 32-27. St. Michael leads with 3:19 left in the third. UMS trying to distribute the ball around. It'll be Cole. Cole finds Archie. Archie was going to kick it to Harville in the corner. Ball finds his way back to Archie. Just off the mark. Archie, tough rebound. Good follow through the shot. And Burns will kick it out to Archie in the corner, and they will get Harper Marston on the foul. Cole's going to pass it in. Really good block by Mary Grace Stroud to force another throw in for the Bulldogs. Trying to hook up with Archie right there on that throw.
Yeah, I was going to say it was no secret who they wanted to go to yet again.
Yeah.
Miss Archie wearing number 24.
And they'll give it to her on the inbound right here as Molly McDonald's going to guard her. She'll give it to Cole. Cole to Burns. Burns back to Cole. A lot of ball movement around the arc for UMS. Kind of the only thing we've seen so far tonight. They don't really like to pass inside unless they're driving. Pull-up jumper for Cole. Gets it to go. 32-29. Bulldogs cut the lead.
Also, to that last point you made, give credit to this Cardinals defense. They've really forced the perimeter shot here in this game, and they
Yeah,
haven't really
absolutely.
let a lot of shots go up in the paint. And, you know, as you saw on that one.
Off the mark for Samantha. Mary Grace Stroud gets the ball right back for us. Samantha pull-up jumper from the free throw line. Off the mark. Rebound UMS. And Harville's going to take it. She'll give it to Meganson. Meganson, quick, easy layup. 32-31. UMS will cut the lead to 1. Minute 50 left in the third. Big momentum change as UMS will get another turnover. Burns with the ball, and they will get Harper Marson on the foul. Something you don't want to see if you're St. Michael.
Absolutely not. And once again, just not taking great care of the basketball. And, you know, we've had a lot of possession time on offense, just not a lot of shots hitting.
I feel like we're forcing the ball a little bit too much to Samantha. We need to start spreading out and taking, you know, kind of more easy shots. Samantha's a great player all around, but I think when you're getting the ball so much in a game, I feel like you get a little bit tired of just having the ball in your hands.
Yeah, it's no secret who we want to have the ball in their hands too. And you can see they put the double team on her a couple times here tonight, and it seems like she's kind of cooled off after that hot 5-point start to start the second half.
Absolutely. Reaching catch from Samantha. High throw from Molly. Good ball moving around the perimeter. Tries to find Ivory. Blocked by Burns, and she'll secure a turnover. Mary Grace Stroud trying to keep her at half court. Good defense from Mary Grace Stroud. And again, good steal by Samantha. Samantha going to drive. Turnaround jumper off the mark. Can't get it to go. A rebound by Archie, and she's going to drive it all the way down the floor here. Finds Harville in the corner. Harville throws up a three. Off the mark. They'll find Harville again. Misses the layup, excuse me. And Samantha will get the ball. Good move by Samantha right there to put the Cardinals up by 3 with about 25 seconds left here in the third. UMS trying to figure something out here. Finds Burns up at the top. Give it back to Archie. Archie going to swing it to Harville. Harville shot a lot of threes tonight so far, so wouldn't be surprised if we saw her pull another one. Archie to Burns. Burns, good inside pass, but knocked away by Ivory Ronan. And they'll get Mary Grace Stroud on a blocking foul. Looks like she didn't quite have her feet set on that one.
1.6 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. And you got to think if they hit a three, they could take the lead.
Yeah, absolutely. And Mary Grace and Samantha will come out. UMS will be shooting 2. Again, kind of a flashback to last year. The double bonus rule is in effect. I think it was in effect last year as well. But there is no more one-on-ones. It is just straight 2 free throws, immediate double bonus. Meganson drills her first cherry stripe. Second one on the way. 32-34, 1.6 seconds left. Off the rim, and nothing's going to happen. End of the third. Your Cardinals are up 34-32. It is a tight one so far. Couple cards in foul trouble. See what Coach O draws up here on offense and on defense as well. They're doing a great job of keeping that ball outside of the paint, and keeping the ball forced to the 3-point line. UMS hasn't hit a lot of threes. They've taken a lot of threes. So that might be one thing we might kind of be scared of here, but I don't think we need to worry too much. They're taking very, very deep threes that are maybe college level. That's how far outside they are.
Yeah, I'd 100% agree with that. And, you know, I think we're playing good enough defense at the moment right now where those might not be as big of an issue. But a wise man once said, keep shooting and you will find the bucket.
Yeah.
And that's one thing you can worry about. Maybe want to limit those shots down a little bit. But definitely we got to start hitting our shots on offense and get a little bit of distance on the scoreboard, because if if we don't here with the way that UMS has been able to show their flashes and go on quick little runs, they could jump out in front and maybe even just win this game by a point.
Yeah, we forced a lot of turnovers. So I think I don't see why we can't force more. Your 5 on the court out there will be Alexis Peterson, Molly McDonald, Maddie Northcutt, Harper Marston, and Caroline Callahan. Samantha and Mary Grace and Ivory will take a break. Archie to give the ball in to Davidson. Davidson to Burns, finds Harville in the corner. Again, good job of keeping that ball on the outside by St. Michael, not allowing anything come in the paint. Deep 3 from Archie, off back rim. Good box out by Maddie Northcutt. And Caroline's going to take control of the ball. She'll give it to Molly. Molly going to slow things down a little bit. Caroline got the ball at the top of the key. Gives it to Molly up at the top. She'll find Harper. UMS also doing a really good job of keeping this ball outside.
That's exactly right.
On the perimeter.
They forced us to shoot it a lot too.
Caroline going to drive in. Really good drive, and she finds the basket for a quick 2. Archie going to give the ball back to Davidson. She crosses half court. She'll find Burns. Burns to Archie. Archie back to Burns. Top of the key. She'll find Davidson. Davidson Burns. Pull-up jumper. Air balls it. And that ball will be given back to the Cardinals. Samantha Koska will check in for Alexis Peterson.
And that feels like a big bucket there from Caroline Callahan. Just as we said, we're keeping them out of the box. She got in there and drove.
Yeah, huge drive.
In spite of the credit we just gave to UMS, but looking to go up by a decent amount, and yet again.
And Samantha's going to get fouled. She'll have 2 from the line. Potential to go up by 6 points. That'd be huge.
The dose of shots from the paint is just what the doctor ordered here.
Makes her first. Second on the way. If she misses this, I think we got to get the rebound here and put up another shot and sink it. Drills her second one. 38-32, 6:35 here in the fourth. Archie will give the ball to Davidson. Back to Archie. Deep 3. Bang. Great shot. Nothing but net. Got to step up on that one. John, it looks like you are looking out to be right about the keep shooting, and you'll find the basket.
Yep, that's exactly what she did there. And that was a deep 3 and nothing but net. And now they've drawn it back into a three-point deficit.
And that'll be a foul on Archie. That is her 4th foul of the night, I believe.
Not the end of the world, as the Cardinals do have possession of the basketball. And just as soon as I said that, it looks like UMS will take it.
Harville to inbound, and she'll give it to Davidson as she crosses half court. She'll find Burns. Burns to Archie. High pass. And Caroline Callahan will get called for the foul. UMS takes it under the basket. Got to be defensively smarter as well here.
I believe she's got a few fouls underneath her belt, too, already.
I believe that might be her 4th foul. So got to be careful if you're Caroline. Davidson calls for a screen. She'll go left through the lane. Really good drive. Stumbled and couldn't get it.
Nope.
And Duffy Skidmore will not be denied. Rebound after rebound. She'll go to the line for 2. That is a foul on Maddie Northcutt. Deep 3 off front rim. Good rebound by Samantha. She'll take it down the court. She'll slow things down. About 5:30 here in the fourth. 38-35, your Cardinals lead. Caroline sets a screen. Good pick and roll. Can't quite hold on to it. Roll out of bounds, and UMS will get the ball back. Again, costly turnover right there. Can't have them. Davidson will take the ball down. Again, they're going to go for Archie. Burns steps up for a three, drills it. Have not seen Burns take many threes tonight. And it is a tie ball game with 5 minutes left to go. Cardinals got to create some shots. Samantha trying to do just that. And they will get number 24 on a foul, and I think that's her 5th foul of the night. And she will be fouled out. That takes out a really key defender there for UMS.
That's exactly right, and we've said her name quite a bit tonight. And there she goes sitting on the bench with 5 minutes left to go in this game. That might be a critical foul out.
Huge. That'll send Miss Maddie Cole into the game. They'll get the ball into Caroline. Caroline going to give it to Molly. Molly trying to create something. There she goes. Gets the quick 2 to go. 40-38, your Cardinals go back up by 2. Burns will kick it to Cole. Cole to Davidson. Davidson looks to Cole again. She'll find Burns. Burns blocked by Harper Marston. And Samantha will get the ball, and she'll take it down court. Harville is her defender. Harper will set a screen for Samantha. Trying to do a little pick and roll action there. Not much to find. Harper has the ball top of the key near the logo. They'll find Samantha in the corner. Samantha drives, looking for the kick-out pass. She'll find Maddie. Maddie finds Molly. Molly gonna drive. Really good drive. Can't get it to go in and out. And knocked out of bounds by Maddie Northcutt, and it'll stay with UMS. As Harper Marston will check out. And Mary Grace Stroud will come in.
Really good drive there by Molly McDonald. Just not able to find that bucket.
Yeah, that's 2 really good back-to-back drives by Molly right there. I mean, I think she should do that a whole lot more. Burns gives it to Cole. Harville, deep 3 in the corner. Oh, my goodness. 41-40, UMass takes a lead.
Oh, my goodness is exactly right, and they have found the 3 ball, as we talked about earlier.
They absolutely have. 2 huge threes drilled, just a short time frame, and they'll get Mary Grace Stroud on the travel, and Harper Marston's going to check in for Mary Grace. So a quick rest for Harper, and she's right back on the court. And Cole to inbound. Burns gonna find Davidson. Davidson, Harville. Harville again, a three-point threat. Misses the jump shot. Again, Skidmore grabs the rebound and puts up a foul. She'll go to the line for 2 charity stripes. Her first on the way. Makes it, rolls in off the front rim. Bulldogs extend their lead to 2.
And with a bucket here, she could easily put the Bulldogs up by 3 points.
Ref thought he heard timeout, but they'll continue on. 3:03 left in the 4th. Her second. Drains it. No need to panic for the Cardinals right now, but you got to find something. She'll get the ball into Samantha. Samantha's got to get across half court pretty quickly here. Not much time. She'll give it to Molly. Molly to Caroline. Caroline back to Molly. Got to find something. Good contested catch by Samantha. Puts up the floater, gets fouled. And she'll go to the line for 2. Got to knock these 2 down.
Two huge shots incoming for Samantha Kokoska, and I believe she is tonight's scoring leader as well.
Yes, I believe she is. Drains the first one. Her second on the way. Drills it. Cardinals down by 1. UMS is going to go. Looked like they were going to quick at first. They slow it down. Davidson going to coast across half court and give it to Burns. Burns at the top. Gives it to Cole. Cole back to Davidson. Davidson working on Samantha. Cole thought about it for a minute, gives it back to Davidson. UMS wasting a lot of time here, almost a whole 40 seconds. Finds Harville. Harville with a chance to put up a 3. Thought she would do it, but she doesn't. And oh my goodness, Skidmore again. Finds her right in the lane. Cardinals need a 3 to tie it back up with 1:45 left here in the 4th. I think you need to call, if you're Samantha, you got to call a screen right there. You're getting heavily guarded. Caroline looking for something. She'll drive left, finds Maddie Northcutt. Maddie puts up a quick layup, gets it to go. Timeout St. Michael, 1:31 left in the 4th, 44-45. The Cardinals are down by 1.
What's happening over there, John? That battery's dropping like that?
Yeah, but I'll hit the button and it'll come back on again, and it just keeps kind of going in and out.
All right, we'll get that figured out. Sorry to interrupt you there, Mitchell. Quite a game. Who called that timeout?
That was Coach O. So it looks like no real big substitution changes. Looks like Mary Grace will come in for Harper, and Ivory Ronan will come in for Caroline. So your 5 on the court will be Maddie Northcutt, Molly McDonald, Samantha Kokoska, Ivory Ronan, and Mary Grace Stroud.
I know we're close enough to hear them, but what do you think he's saying in that huddle down there, Mitchell?
Stop turning the ball over. That's what I'd be saying.
Short and sweet, find the score.
Yeah. I also think if you're St. Michael right here, stop. You got to stop relying on some of your key players as much. You got to create space and you got to create shots. You cannot be afraid to call for screens or pass the ball around, because passing the ball around is going to be crucial coming down to the wire like this game is.
And that's something UMS Wright has done well. They've distributed the ball well. And here goes the camera.
Yeah, there goes Harville. Layup, and they'll get Ivory Ronan on the foul. Minute 4, and Harville will be shooting 2 for the Bulldogs. Her first one on the way. Drills it.
Yeah, it just keeps flashing in and out. Like I said, I'll hit the button and it'll come back on. The AC button.
Harville's second free throw. Drills that one as well. 47-44, 1:24 left. St. Michael down by 3. Little ball trouble there with Samantha, but gets the ball in. Got across half court. Samantha looking for something. Harville playing very good defense on Samantha. She'll find Molly, will find Caroline. Caroline going to give it back to Molly. And off her foot, and that'll be UMS ball. And Ronan and Mary Grace Stroud will check back in for Harper and Caroline.
And once again, St. Michael not able to keep control of the basketball.
Yeah, Burns. Mary Grace Stroud gets the steal. She should have drove in the lane there. Knocked away by Skidmore, but that'll be St. Michael ball. And Carolina Harp will check back in. And Stroud and Ronan will take a seat. If you're St. Michael here, I think you look for a 3, but I think you're also in good real estate if you don't get a 3.
Exactly right.
Trying to find Samantha, got to get the ball in. And Harper Marston will draw a foul. And she'll be shooting 2 free throws.
2 critical shots.
Yeah, absolutely. So her first charity stripe will be on the way. In and out. If she misses again, you got to get a rebound. Rebounds are going to be crucial here if you're the Cardinals. Her second away. Drains it. Cuts two. And that ball tip out of bounds. And they'll stay with St. Michael down on this end of the floor. This is big right here. This gives you a chance to either tie the game or take the lead. Got to get that ball in first, though. She'll find Caroline. Caroline puts up a bucket. Looks like she got fouled. Puts it up again. Gets it to go. Ties the ball game. 40 seconds left. And there goes Davidson down the court. And a foul on Molly McDonald will slow them down. And they'll have it on the excuse me, it looks like they'll have 2 shots. Davidson's first is on the way. Makes it. Got to hope for a miss here. Her second. Misses it. Rebound by Caroline. Huge opportunity for St. Michael. Got to get the ball across the court, though. 30 seconds. Timeout, Coach O. Stop the clock at 28.4. Cardinals down by 1 in the fourth. Both teams are now in the double bonus.
And what a tight game for a Tuesday night. First
Yeah.
game that we've got a chance to cover, and so far it has not disappointed.
Oh, absolutely. Looks like Coach O's going to draw up something good here. Now you got to be offensively smart with the ball. No turnovers. Also, you got to create some separation. You got to create space and create some shot opportunities for everybody. That means off-ball screens, and that means just screens in general to get some people open.
I know you might think of this more as a football thing. You know, when it gets down to the wire like this in all sports, you look for players, not plays. Who do you think they'll look for to find the bucket to put them out on top?
I was going to ask, was there anybody hot besides your go-to girls, which are, of course, Sam and Caroline?
I really like Molly McDonald taking a shot here. She had 2 really huge drives to get the Cardinals up. So I think her or Caroline or Samantha. Davidson playing really good defense. They'll find Harper. Got to use your dribbles all up. And that'll be a blocking foul. And Harper will go shoot 2. So a chance to potentially tie or go up by 1.
These 2 shots right here could make or break the Cardinals.
Absolutely. Just short on her first one.
Needs 1 more to tie.
Gotta hit the second one.
Ivy Ronan in. Caroline Callahan's on the bench.
That could be interesting here. Drills her second. Huge.
Tied it up.
UMS will take the timeout there.
This could potentially be an overtime game.
Now, Harper Morrison was driving for the basket there. You think that's a play they were looking for?
I think so. I think that's just what Coach O drew up. I think Harper had a lot of space to do so and drew the foul, and I think it all worked out. But
now for UMS, do you think they'll go back to the well and try to hit a 3 ball, or what do you think they do? Try to just take a last-minute dig at the basket?
I think you can take a 2 here, but I think if you have an open 3, take the shot. I mean, Harville especially hit 2 huge threes so far this half. And I wouldn't be surprised if Burns put up from the top of the key and shot it.
And here we go. We'll get our answer.
The Cardinals electing not to press. Never mind, they will press. They'll play it too high. Excuse me, let's put 2 at half court. They'll get the ball in the Davidson. Time is ticking away. Good block by Maddie. But that gives the ball to UMS near their bench. Harper Marshall will come in for Mary Grace Stroud. Somebody's got to get him on Harville. Looks like Harper got a little too close. Trying to get the ball in. Second away, Burns for 3. Misses it, rebound. And this game will go to overtime.
The Cardinals with the defense in the last few seconds there to bring it to overtime.
Huge
They were
defensive
down
stop.
by 3 with just a minute left. Less than a minute.
Really good defensive stop right there.
They did answer our question. They shot the 3 ball.
Yeah.
Same girl.
Burns, I mean, lined up with a good shot there just off the mark.
They have not been afraid of the 3-point all night long.
No.
And deep, too. I mean, way out.
Yeah, I mean, just looking at it, there's some college level 3s out here that I've seen so far, and I mean, just crazy, crazy deep 3s. So we'll see what Coach O draws up here.
5-minute period for overtime, is that right?
I think it might be 3.
3?
I could be wrong.
Yeah, I was going to ask on the overtime rules. Haven't seen it in a while.
4 minutes up there right now.
Looks like it will be 4 minutes.
So they split the difference between Mitchell and I.
Decided to go in the middle.
Now, as we're at the Tuesday after the semifinals, we're about to have the boys at UMS Wright next after this overtime. Drop this. We'll drop broadcast and start another one. It'll be their first game with the football players back on line.
A few big additions. Looks like it'll be Skidmore and Samantha Kakaska.
So the girls' perfect season on the line here.
Cardinals will get the tip. Again, got to create shots throughout this overtime period. Good find to Molly. Molly floater, puts it up off the mark. Cardinals with a trap, but Burns will find Davidson. Davidson is just going to run the floor. Intercepted by Harper Marson. She'll give it to McDonald. Molly looking for something. Finds Northcutt. Northcutt to Marston. And Carolina will have the ball at the top. Finds Caroline. Caroline, tough shot, puts it up. Can't get the fall. Tries to grab the rebound. Throws it in open space. And that will be St. Michael ball out of bounds. Last touch by Harville. St. Michael will be right on their bench. Blocked by Burns. She'll force the turnover. As Davidson gonna cross half court, finds Burns. Burns to Cole. Got to watch the deep threes here. Davidson looks like she's going to reset near half court. Finds Burns. Burns to Harville. Harville, deep three. Can't get it to fall. Samantha grabbed the rebound. Good behind the back move right there. Approaching 2.5 minutes here left in overtime. Bad pass. That'll be Skidmore. Layup and one. And that'll be 5 on Caroline Callahan. That's a big piece. That is now gone for the Cardinals.
That's exactly right. And I don't know if, for those tuning in, just heard that pop from the UMS, and that just gave them a whole nother sense of life over there.
Yeah.
You really felt the energy off of that play, and Skidmore will have a chance for a three-point play.
Can't do it. Rebound by Samantha. Lead will stay at 2. Good move. Samantha for 3. Off the back rim. Oh my goodness. Acrobatic rebound by Harper Marston right there, reaching over the head. Samantha, good drive. Gets it to fall. 50-50. With about 2 minutes left here in the fourth. Burns will kick it to Cole. Cole back to Burns. Good move by Davidson. Davidson drives in the paint, kicks it to Cole. Cole for 3. Gets it to fall. 53-50. Minute 35 here in overtime. Got to create some shots if you're St. Michael. Got to stop the deep threes. Harville playing great defense. Samantha for another deep 3. Can't get it to fall. Harper Marston going to grab the rebound. Finds Maddie Northcutt. Maddie up to Harper, or excuse me, to Samantha. Samantha, charity stripe, shot, gets fouled. And that'll be called on Skidmore, and Samantha will be shooting 2. Got to knock these 2 down, or do you strategic, or do you miss one on purpose and try and get the rebound and potentially make it a 3-point play?
You know, she's been sure-handed all night, and I think that's one thing we've kind of struggled with. As you said earlier, Molly McDonald, they look toward her to make that inside the paint play, and other than that, I think you might have to miss one of these.
Harper will take a seat, and Mary Grace will come in.
And with Kokoski, you have the luxury of, you know, either telling her to just go ahead and make the automatic shots, or telling her to miss one. You know.
Yeah, absolutely. And you must take a timeout.
Because unless she's instructed otherwise, I think it's pretty safe to say she'll make them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Each side and a double bonus.
I think that just carries over from the fourth.
I believe it does. So everybody's shooting free throws at this point.
I wonder if we are going to miss this on purpose.
Minute 16, I don't know.
I think you got to make it.
Yeah.
But we'll see. Drains it.
Gotta have a stop.
Yeah, absolutely. Davidson will kick it to Burns. Burns to Cole. Harville in the corner takes a shot. My goodness. Deep 3, and they'll get Maddie Northcutt on the foul. I didn't see much of a foul. But that's why I'm not a ref.
a little too much traffic in there, and ultimately I think that's what puts her on the ground. And as you said, I don't know if I agree with the foul call, but regardless, she'll shoot too.
Misses her first one. Yeah, just a lot of bodies fighting for the ball down there. I think it's just kind of you go up and you fall type thing.
First one, no good.
Second one, drills it. They'll give it in to Samantha, a minute left.
A bucket could tie and a 3 could win it.
Oh, knocked away by Harville. And they'll get Samantha on the foul. She'll shoot 2 more.
Costly mistake there.
Yeah, absolutely. Did not want that to happen, but it did.
Do you think 4 is enough to put the Cardinals on ice here?
I think so. She'll extend the lead by 3 with that free throw. Her second one on the way. Missed it. Got to grab the rebound. Good rebound by Samantha. 45 seconds left. You can deal with a 2 here. Timeout, Coach O. 41 seconds left. Down by 3. I think if you're St. Mike, you look for a quick 2 opportunity, and then you got to get a quick stop.
One thing they could not do any more of is foul, as both teams are in double bonus.
Yeah. Yeah, I think fouling would be worse.
As you saw right there on the last little possession, that shot us in the foot.
Yeah, absolutely. That turnover and then the foul, I think she probably would have had a better chance of missing. Free throw turned out to be clutch for us and only allow them to extend the lead by 3.
And if you look at the scoreboard, you see 55-52, and both teams on par with their average, as we mentioned earlier.
Yeah. Huge defensive stand right now is needed from UMS, but a big bucket is needed from the Cardinals. Mary Grace to inbound. She'll find Molly. Molly heavily guarded by Davidson. And Davidson will pick up the foul. That'll send Molly to the line.
Now I think you start asking the question you asked earlier about perhaps missing on purpose.
I think you can here. I think you have 2 taller people down. Missed her first one.
But she meant to do that, right?
I hope so. See if she can knock down her second one. Drains it. I think you got to press if you're St. Michael. Throws it up to Harville. And we'll be called for the foul. We called on Samantha. Or excuse me. Not sure they called the foul on. It looks like Mary Grace. That's 4 on her. And Meganson will shoot 2 from the line. Missed her first one. That's big. She misses the second one. That allows the Cardinals to make a 2-pointer. Misses second. Rebound by Harper. Harper getting mauled down there. They got to call a foul. That looked more than like a foul than a jump ball.
I must say, if I didn't know any better, I'd think this was a wrestling match.
Yeah. I mean, Harper just, as soon as she got the ball, just got mauled. Molly will foul her, send her to the free throw line. That missed foul call could be the potential turning point for this game. Davidson to shoot 2. First one is missed. That's huge. That keeps the Cardinals within striking distance. Her second one on the way. Missed that one as well. Or did she? She missed it. But rebounded by UMS. Oh, no. And a foul will be called on Samantha Kokoska. UMS will shoot 2 more.
I gotta say, let's see if they can miss 2 more, and they've been 0 for 4 on their past 2 trips to the line.
Now 1 would keep us within 3-point distance, which would be great. Just gotta miss the second one. Gotta miss it. Drains it. Gotta score quick and foul.
Down by 4 with 14. That's a hard row to hoe here.
Yeah, I don't know if we. I'm not really sure what we do here.
You got to hit 3 and foul, like you said. It puts them to the line and in the full length of the court in front of you again.
I think you really, the person you want to foul is Davidson. 0 for 4 on free throws in this last, I guess, few minutes.
Again, the boys' game was set to go at 7 o'clock, but because of the overtime, I'm sure they'll give them at least a 10-minute break between the games. We'll drop out of this broadcast and bring up another one. WCN Live boys basketball versus UMS Wright.
That ball is stripped away, and I think that'll do it. Jump ball. St. Michael get the ball back, though.
Yeah, I think that puts a cap on this game.
Unless we hit something really quick that takes maybe a second. But I think Coach O is out of timeouts. Samantha's got to shoot it. Very deep 3 off the mark. Can't get the fall. Maddie puts up a desperation shot. That should do it. And that is the game. 56-53. Cardinals drop their first loss of the season to UMS here in overtime.
All right, well, like we said, the boys will be up next. They'll probably put 10 or 15 minutes on the clock, and we'll be back for their tip-off. Give me a quick summary, John, on what happened out there tonight, besides Caroline Callahan fouling out.
Well, I think what we saw was overall a sloppy game by both teams, a lot of turnovers, but then UMS couldn't quite hit as many shots as they would like to in the first half, which kind of created the distance on the scoreboard. But as we said, they kept shooting. They started to find a 3-ball, and they eventually caught up to us, and forced some critical turnovers, and ultimately they stole one from us.
First loss of the year for the Lady Cardinals, as they're 4-1 now on the year, and they play a game Thursday, Gulf Shores, I believe, here.
Yep.
So the WCN Live will be here as well for that. So you're watching Cardinal basketball on the WCN. Join